Officer Mark Reynolds had been patrolling the streets of Greenville for over a decade. He considered himself a fair cop, tough when needed, but reasonable. However, that morning, he was in a foul mood. A sleepless night, a busted coffee machine, and an argument with his teenage son had set him on edge. As he drove past a local grocery store, he noticed a stray dog sniffing around a garbage bin. The dog was medium-sized, with matted brown fur and ribs slightly visible under its coat. Mark sighed. "Another stray, ***, he muttered, shaking his head. The dog didn't seem aggressive, but it was lingering too close to the store entrance, making some customers uneasy. A woman holding a toddler eyed the dog warily, stepping away as she entered the store. Mark pulled over and got out of his squad car. "Shoo!" he called, clapping his hands. The dog flinched but didn't move. It simply tilted its head, eyes reflecting a mix of curiosity and sadness. Mark wasn't in the mood for patience. He reached for his pepper spray. "All right, mutt. Move it." With a quick spray, he sent a mist of burning chemicals into the dog's face. The reaction was immediate. The dog let out a sharp yelp and stumbled backward, pawing at its eyes. It whimpered, rubbing its face against the pavement, desperate to rid itself of the pain. Some bystanders gasped, while others muttered in disapproval. But Mark simply holstered the spray and turned to leave. Then he heard it. "What the hell did you just do?" The voice was sharp, furious. Mark turned to see a young man sprinting toward him. The guy looked to be in his late 20s, wearing a worn-out hoodie and jeans. His face was contorted with shock and rage. Before Mark could react, the man dropped to his knees beside the dog. "Cooper. Oh God, buddy, I'm so sorry. I'm here." He cradled the trembling animal, whispering reassurances while trying to wipe its eyes. The dog whimpered but leaned into the man's touch. Mark's stomach dropped. This wasn't a stray ***. The young man glared up at him. "Why did you do that?" Mark opened his mouth but hesitated. He had no good answer. He had assumed. He had acted without thinking. "I thought, ***, he started, but the man cut him off. "You thought what?" "That he was dangerous? He's blind in one eye. He can barely see, let alone attack someone." Mark looked closer and noticed the milky white glaze in the dog's left eye. A wave of guilt slammed into him. The man kept talking, his voice shaking. "I rescued him from a shelter 6 months ago. He was abused before that. And you just, ***, he let out a deep breath, struggling to control his anger. "You just made it worse." Mark swallowed hard. I'm sorry. I didn't know." The man scoffed. "You didn't bother." A small crowd had gathered, murmuring among themselves. Some were filming. Mark felt a rare, unfamiliar sensation, shame. He crouched down, resisting the instinct to maintain authority. "Is there anything I can do?" The man looked at him, still furious, but there was something else in his eyes, exhaustion. "Yeah. Help me fix what you did." Mark nodded. "Come with me. I'll take you to the station. There's a vet we call for cases like this. I'll cover the cost." The man hesitated before giving a short nod. "Fine." Carefully, he lifted Cooper into his arms. The dog, still trembling, buried its face into the man's chest. As they drove in silence, Mark realized something. He had been a cop for 10 years, but today, a young man and his dog had taught him a lesson in humanity he would never forget. And for the first time in a long while, he hoped he could make it right.